All right.
Program
Let's
faster.
see. Kizzy says, how do you each approach drawing noses? What do you think?
Drawing noses.
Mm-hmm.
This is my nose approach. Geez, you know, I've done so many noses, I don't even think about it.
Well, now you have to.
Yeah, now I gotta think about it. Okay, time to get the sketchbook out again. This is the now the educational part of the show.
Yeah.
Drawing noses. It's super dependent on which way the head's facing.
Right.
Like this is a real simple straight on, so it's just, you know, as long as the head's not facing too far this way. But like I really like, actually one of my favorite ways to draw is like this sort of not quite profile where the nose pokes out past the cheek line.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have a little bit of eyelash over there. This is super terrible. But I don't know. I think I ripped off, I think the way that I draw noses I ripped off from a combination of people. My noses are sort of, as I'm looking at them, I go, this is part Sean Murphy, part Amy Reeder. I think those are the two big, those are my nose influences. Yeah, I mean, you have to understand where you're looking at the nose, because, like, you know, if you're looking at you probably can't see this because it's this stupid. If you're looking at a face and it's sort of you're kind of looking down, right? So like this is your eye line, maybe even more. Here's your eye line. The nose is going to start hanging over the lip more.
Yeah.
Right. So then there's your yay nose, and it depends on what I'm drawing. Like the old rule of thumb that they say is like you want to put less lines on ladies, I guess.
Right.
Because it makes them start to look older, which apparently the people don't like. They don't like old women.
No.
Unless you're a biker, get an old lady.
Gross.
And then if you're looking up at the face, boop, boop, and here's your eye line here. Whoop. There's your center line of the face. There's your nose. Blammo. There's a happy smile. And here's your eyes. And here's the chin. Here's the nose. Got some hair. Got a cool jacket that they got at Forever 21.
Mm.
And that's how I approach noses. I go to Forever 21 and buy a jacket. I don't know that I can answer this question appropriately.
Everything you said, I pretty much concur with. I like the cuter, like smaller noses.
Yeah.
I don't like to put a ton of lines in there if I don't have to.
Yeah, like one of the things that you'll see people do, which is a thing I occasionally rip off from Sean Murphy, depending, is he'll put a nose, he'll do a big old crazy nose, right? And there's your lip, right? But then he'll do a ton of lines on it, right? Like, which I actually think is pretty effective, right? Because you know your nose sticks out, and it tends to be a little darker. And then he'll do a like a highlight line on it, like that. Oh shit, that's not gonna work. But he'll put like a single white line on the side of it to give it like a sort of shine, which helps kind of indicate like nose width and stuff like that. It's all, it's you're just trying to indicate form and shape with this stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can think of any other way that I approach them.
I see a lot of artists do those line things at the top, like they do like a triangle shape of the nose and then add these lines at the top, and I kind of do that. Let me see if let me get my own little look at this. Do my own little tutorial here.
Here we go. Man, these people are getting free art lessons tonight. This is great.
Let's see here. But the thing with noses, it's really easy to fall into like a routine with it, you know?
Yes.
Like once you find your shape, people tend to stick with it. So I do, this is my basic nose shape. It's just, there's a hint of a nostril, and then there it tends to turn upward and then go in. And then, so it's like a triangle, there's like a triangle there. This is for women. And then I like to add these little lines up here for some reason. I see people do that. I like the way it looks.
It kind of indicates like the button nose, I guess.
Yeah, it just, yeah, it kind of enhances that, I think. But
Whoa.
what I noticed is it's easy once you have your shape that you like to put it on every face, and it just kind of gets boring after a while.
Yes.
So it's weird because with men, I feel very comfortable doing all kinds of different shapes. But with women, I want more of that buttony kind of small look, and I'd like to break that.
When I was doing King's Quest, I actually made a conscious decision to, when I was doing Dale Arden from Flash Gordon, that I didn't give her a button nose. I don't know if anybody gave a shit. Nobody read the books. It doesn't really matter. But I made that conscious choice. Somebody said that they liked my Dale, so that was nice. I got a weird message on Facebook. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to get like a Dale and Ming thing going." I'm like, "That sounds cool. I like that." Yeah. And then he was like, "Okay, well, I'll write you back, and then maybe you can draw me something." I was like, "Sure." And then I never heard from him again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's cool."
Well, hopefully that answered the nose question.
Yeah, if there's a specific thing I can answer about noses, I would love to help you. Oh God, one of my pens really leaks, and there is a super wet spot on her nose. Speaking of noses, this one's a little runny.
All right.